All right, here we go. Dresta and BG Knockout.
What's happening, man? What's happening?
Welcome to Vlad TV, man.
Righteous.
Well, BG, you did an interview a while back, which last I checked got like 7 million views.
Yeah, that's
combined.
dope. That's an awesome thing.
A lot of people hit you about that?
Yeah, they still do.
Of course.
People are still just now seeing it. That's probably why I keep catching on.
Yeah, I mean, it's those timeless, Death Row, Eazy-E,
Yeah.
Ruthless
It's
Records,
a big story,
Compton
man.
stories.
It's a lot.
Man.
There's a lot about that story to tell. You know?
No doubt. Well, Dresta, this is your first time here,
Yeah.
and you guys are actually brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same parents.
Same mother.
Same mother.
Okay.
Different father, same mother.
Oh, different fathers,
Uh-huh.
same mother. Are you mixed?
Yeah, I'm mixed. I'm mixed with mainly with Native Indian. I have two Native Indian grandparents, my great grandma and my grandma, and my great grandfather was German. He migrated from Germany here.
Okay.
And then on my mom's side, we have Cherokee, and then the slavery thing. So.
Yeah, we all got some cut in it somewhere.
So did you guys grow up together?
Yeah,
Same house?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
Change his diapers, man.
Okay,
Real
so you're the older
brothers,
one.
man. Yeah.
Okay, how much older?
About 5 years, 4 years, something like that.
Yeah.
4, 5 years.
Okay, and you guys grew up where?
We grew up in Compton.
Compton and
Watts. Both. We lived in the Jordan Down projects as well as, our grandparents, and with my mother and father both were born on Harlan Street, Harlan Avenue in Compton.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you being 5 years older, in Compton, what was it like as a kid that was a little bit different as time went on?
It's a major difference because in that time, when I was a kid, like at his age, like Compton was almost like it was considered upper middle class. So I got a chance to see Compton in a different type of light than what's been portrayed just on TV or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I watched. We have a my great grandmother she looked like she could have been your grandmother. But when she talked, you know she was Compton. She's a black woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just a whole different transition from what it turned into from where it was.
Okay, and I remember, I think it was on Dre's Compton album. They had that kind of intro where they talk about at one point there was like, I guess, white flight started to occur.
Yeah, that happened all on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real story.
That's where the
was
valley
true
and all
clips.
that came. That's why they created these valleys. And
So the white
they
people
started
moved
building
out of
here.
Compton to where we are right now in the valley.
And now they gentrifying and taking it back.
Okay, so more black people
Attempted.
were basically moving into Compton at that point?
Yeah, they was migrating from the
Compton
Midwest.
became all black. Compton had its own drive-in, had its own walk-in theaters. Compton it was only 10 miles,
And George Bush
10
lived in
square
Compton.
miles, but it had all of these amenities right here in the
George
city.
Bush, senior and junior, actually lived in Compton too.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. There's a picture of like little George with like a little toy gun or something like that in Compton.
Yeah, they actually, I believe, the Richmond Farms.
In the farms,
Yeah, because you know how it's like, it looked like Texas over here.
Yeah,
The way
yeah.
they made it, it's like a lot of cattle, horses.
And it's still like that to this day.
Yeah. Right
Maybe
now.
not, I don't know how much cattle, but I know as a kid grew up,
Yeah.
I always knew people who I went to school with that rode horses every day to go home and ride their horse to school sometime. You know what I'm saying? So
Dope.
that was always Compton country. And it's
Okay.
weird because we used to travel and we go to places like Texas and people used to always say, y'all sound country. And we never understood it, but actually our great
Even right
grandparents.
now, I can hear it in my voice.
Yeah,
sometimes.
and that's where it comes from.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of black people started moving from the South.
The
Yeah.
South and the
Up to the
Midwest.
north, like
Midwest.
the
We got
Bay
people
and
from
stuff
That's
Fort
where our
Wayne,
mom,
Indiana.
our mother's from
Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah, Fort
My
Wayne,
father's
Indiana.
from Ohio.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So at what point did things start getting worse in
What you
Compton?
mean?
I'm assuming the drugs.
It has to be the 80, 84, 85, 83. I think, and it had a lot to do with, I think, the music as well as the drugs, because before cocaine, it was like PCP was real heavy, right? So that was a drug that a lot of kids was on that drug. I had people in my family who was 13, 14. That was their drug of choice every day. You know what I'm saying? So it had to be the drugs, but then just generations, the guns coming in with the drugs. You know what I mean?
Do you remember when crack cocaine first hit Compton?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And it was called Ready
It
Rock
was freebasing
in the
before.
beginning.
I don't know what it was called for you, but it was called
I
for
heard
us.
all that too. Yeah.
We knew all the terms, but it was different terms everywhere you went. It was different. It was
Yeah,
never no
yeah.
one thing. That's the media.
Yeah, like
that's
from-
the media putting names
From
on it. You know what I mean?
area to area. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Well, I interviewed Freeway Ricky Ross.
That was the first time I ever saw crack.
Okay.
What they call crack, we don't call it crack. We call it Ready Rock.
Ready Rock.
Yeah, we never called it crack. That's a government term.
That
was the term the government used so they could hammer everybody.
Did you guys know?
Yeah.
We knew of him.
Yeah.
I never met Rick back in those days. I know I met him like recent years. Yeah.
After he got out of prison and everything else like that. But you guys heard the name.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we had other people in our lives who was actually on the same type of scale he was on.
Absolutely.
That we
really?
would.
It's a lot of
definitely, man.
It's a lot of freeway Ricks in LA.
Because in the 80s, that's when you had the crack millionaires.
Yeah.
You know, that's when people were really making the huge
We know
money.
And we knew quite a few of them
We
personally.
did. And then we knew some youngsters, Vlad, like 12, 13, that was having that kind of money.
Yeah.
Because they was just old enough to get out there. You know what I mean?
12 or 13.
Yeah, bro. I remember the Elite mopeds? The very first ones that came out. The dudes in our projects had them. And one of the youngest dude was 13.
Well, nobody had, and not only did they have them, they had their names written in cursive, and like grown men. You know what I mean? It was that much money being made at a young age.
What was that dope movie called?
Breaking.
No, the one.
Scarface.
No, the East Coast one.
Oh, New Jack City?
Not New Jack.
King of New York.
No, the other one.
Paid in Full.
Paid in Full. That type of era. That's the type of era we know about. Like,
okay.
Yeah.